alam po natin na MR is a legal remedy available to Senator Bato. That's available to any person whose application may have been denied before any court. But be that as it may, ito po yung directive ngayon, and it's too early for us to speculate. Okay, I think we'll cross the bridge when we get there. That's the, ito muna tayo. No? And the directive is that there is now that instruction, okay, that the warrant is enforceable.
Attorney Naomi Almohano po from Balitang Agency. Regarding naman po kay Senator Robin Padilla, since lumabas na nga po yung video from PNP ng CCTV, may pananagutan din po ba si Senator Robin?
Depende na po yan sa fact-finding panel, no? Because we understand na kahit yung facts by the PNP, by the DLG have already made their own investigation. At the end of the day, the DOJ will be the one to see kung yung facts po na yan may kaakibat na element in the crimes charged or whatever crime may be warranted. Okay, so as to whether or not they may be held liable, that will depend entirely on what facts are present. And so the facts are not yet ascertained. No? So we'll see by then. Yes, sir.
Again, sir, Grant Hilario from Bombo Radio. Sir, since pinag-utos na po na i-take effect yung valid warrant against Senator Bato from ICC, sir, does this mean or does this show na nakikipag-coordinate po ang government sa ICC?
What we know is that the warrant was delivered to the Philippines. And this was last year. And then it was unsealed on May 12, 2026. Yun na po natin alam. No? There was a chain of command in bringing that warrant to the proper government agency here in the Philippines. So that's all we know. Siyempre, nanggaling po sa ICC yung warrant. I think that speaks for itself.
Okay, sir. So, bali, ang isa-serve po natin kay Senator Bato ay yung mismong arrest warrant ng ICC at hindi yung arrest warrant na mula sa isang local court.
ICC warrant po.
Okay.
Sir, yung magiging proseso now for serving the warrant against Senator Bato, will it be the same process with former President Duterte? Na may PCTC, tapos may andun din nun si PG, yung mga, kasi yung, ang difference kasi nung pag-implement ng warrant initially nun ay NBI lang yung nakita natin. So, paano na ngayon yung magiging process?
Lahat naman po kasi yan, NBI, PNP, even the PCTC. It all falls within the law enforcement cluster of our government. So as to the exact procedure, well, syempre, we know that the situation is very distinct. Even former President Duterte's arrest was distinct from any other arrest that's happened before. So, as long as law enforcement will mag-enforce, I think that would be the proper protocol under our laws.
May records po ba tayong na-receive about sa travel ni Senator Bato?
Marami pong available records sa department. Of course, the Bureau of Immigration is an attached agency. As to existing records right now, wala po kami natatanggap o nakikita. Okay, just to make that clear. But of course, the records will always be available to the Department of Justice.
Sir, Sec Vida mentioned earlier na may consequences po yung mga tutulong kay Senator Bato. Can you expound ano po yung mga charges na pwede po nilang kaharapin and ilang taon po kaya yung possible na pagkakakulong po na ibibigay sa kanila?
Okay, thank you. Okay, again, ang crimes kasi, they have elements. And the elements will have to jive or to coincide with the factual circumstances. So depende po yan. Kung may mag-aid in abet, well, maraming pwedeng maging charge. Perhaps obstruction to justice. So, but all these things kasi, right now, we could only speculate. Right? Until we have the facts ascertained wholly. Hintayin na lang po natin.
Attorney, point of clarification lang. Is this the first time the DOJ issued such order to enforce the arrest warrant of ICC against Senator Bato de la Rosa?
This will be the first time that, no, okay, so just to be clear, the warrant, ICC warrant has always been valid and enforceable. Okay, it was unsealed May 12. The government recognized it as valid and enforceable. Okay, the directive now is to enforce it. Bakit tinatanong nyo siguro, bakit now, di ba? Well, we know that previously, when the warrant was attempted to be served onto Senator Bato at the Senate Hall, di ba, in Senate, there was a defense launched. No? Para sabihin na natin na it was the Senate itself, well, to be clear, factually, the Senate granted him protective custody. So, in respect, in deference to the Senate as a co-equal branch of government, courtesy to them, the directive then was to stand down. Okay, that's one factor. The other factor would be our deference to the courts. Because at that time, alam natin na may pending petition, right, for application for TRO as an interim relief with the Supreme Court. So now that the factual circumstances have changed, diba? First of all, he's no longer under protective custody of the Senate because he's not in the Senate. Second, the application for TRO has been denied outright by the Supreme Court. So iba na ngayon. That's why this directive is being done now.
Pero wala pong earlier order nung May 12 to enforce the arrest warrant.
Well, of course, the warrant, it was attempted to be served at that time, di ba? So operationally, hindi na kailangan ng order eh. Okay? Operationally, pag may warrant, ano ba yung gagawin? Is to serve. Right? It's not gonna sit there. Doesn't make sense. Thank you.
Attorney, good afternoon. I'm Nestor Corrales from Reuters. Will the government be asking or be issuing a whole departure order against Senator Bato?
I'm sorry, can you repeat that question?
Will there be a whole departure order against Senator Bato?
Well, right now we know that there's no HDO. Okay? As to where will there be, that's not for the Department of Justice to decide on. We know an HDO is issued by a competent court, diba? Court of competent jurisdiction. So until na korte po magsabi na may HDO, the Department of Justice can only work within the executive branch. Ang alam po natin is that there's an existing ILBO, Immigration Lookout Bulletin Order. Okay, that's separate from, that's different from an HDO. Any more questions? Granted.
Bukod po kay Senator Bato de la Rosa, alam natin na meron pang ibang co-perpetrators, sir. As of now, May 21, meron na po bang information or pinapadala sa atin na iba pang warrant from ICC?
Alam po natin the only confirmed warrant is the one against Senator Bato de la Rosa. Okay, as to what other warrant may be there, may be issued by the ICC, well, of course, we're not privy to that. That's entirely up to the court. Up until such time na nag-declare po ang ICC mismo, diba, or us through after the ICC has delivered any such warrant, then we can only confirm Senator Bato de la Rosa's own warrant.
And sir, if ever na maglabas man ng iba pang warrant ang ICC sa co-perpetrators, same din po ba na kikilalanin natin at i-enforce po ng DOJ?
We'll cross that bridge when we get there, syempre. Diba? Alam lang po natin is that the Philippine government was a party to the Rome Statute. Diba? So, as to the details, the nuances, tingnan po natin pag dumating yun, if and when.
Prosec, good afternoon again.
Good
I'm sorry.
afternoon.
What would be the legal framework that would be followed by the Department of Justice? Would we seek advice from the OSG? So, especially on whether to, bring him to a local competent court or not. What would be the legal framework, if any?
Well, again, the answer is the same. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. As to what legal framework, of course, the legal framework that operates within the Philippines, and we know that's not just our laws. Okay, we also understand that we were a party again to the Rome Statute. So, I mean, we were also a party. We were not only a party to that, we're also a party to many different treaties. So it's not just when we say framework, legal framework. It's the whole operation of all our laws. Yes, sir.
Benedict Samson po from UNTV. So, attorney, ginigit ng kampo ni Senator Bato na hindi daw dumaan sa proper channel itong ICC warrant of arrest. Totoo po ba ito? Paano yung coordination?
As to the claim na di dumaan sa proper channel, that begs the question. Ano ba yung tingin niya, yung proper channel, and ano ba tingin niya nangyari? Diba? The government, the DOJ stands by its position that there was coordination among different branches. Diba? Contrary to what others may be speculating, that the warrant was delivered to the PCTC and then delivered to the NBI in turn. The NBI's law enforcement then attempted to enforce the warrant. Siyempre, we know what happened at the Senate during the period of May 11 to May 14. Okay?
Sir, good afternoon. So, pwede bang clarify lang, ano po yung mga possible processes na pagdaanan ni Senator Bato once na ma-aresto siya or before siya dalhin sa ICC, turnover sa ICC?
Again, sir, let's just focus po muna tayo sa ngayon. No? Ang alam natin may directive na to enforce the warrant. Okay? He will be arrested if found, Diba? And on that note, we encourage the citizens of the Philippines to exercise their sense of civic duty na kung may leads po, diba? Again, to echo Secretary Vida, it's crowdsourcing. If any information is available to the department and to the government as to Senator Bato's whereabouts, we encourage everyone, we implore everyone to submit that evidence, to submit that information. As to what gagawin, sir, pag na-aresto siya, syempre, may proseso din po yan. But right now, we'll have to first find out where he is. I mean, first to arrest him. That's the goal. Okay, again, with the available information to us, as well as all the information that we can gather from everyone in the country.
Attorney, in the absence or not really in the absence of any operation, manhunt, whatever you want to call it, but would you want to call on Senator Bato to turn himself over to the authorities instead?
Yes, of course. No, we know na it will make the job of the government easier if an accused or if a fugitive from justice were to surrender himself. Diba? That's as far as we know. Surrender, make our lives easier.
Thank you.
Secretary. Hi. Sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So what's the DOJ or the government's mechanism to ensure that Senator Bato will not escape from the country? Aside from the ILBO, will you be applying for a whole departure order? Or is this applicable in the case of Senator Bato?
Well, okay, just to be technical, sir, no, you can't apply for a whole departure order because there's no existing case against him. Okay, you may apply for a PHDO, but even then, there will have to be a paid case pending preliminary investigation, both of which can only be applied for in the courts. All right, so of course, we want to follow the law, and the law says that these remedies, provisional as they may be, are only available in the court of law in the Philippines, diba? So, what can we do against the ILBO? But not with that being said, syempre may mga mechanism na tayo na to make sure to have oversight over him, right? Hindi naman yan basta-basta we will let him roam around, just to be clear. The Philippine government has resources, and again, at the same time, we encourage the public to give us information, make our lives easier.
Sir, excuse me. On a related topic po, sir, about dun sa naging investigation, sir, sinabi po ni Senator Alan Peter Cayetano that he castigated the DOJ for acting as if parang naging villain na siya in conducting an investigation dun sa naging incident. Can you provide a comment on that and assure the public, assure the Senate that it will become transparent?
As to his statements, you mean?
Yes po, sir.
Okay, no, for this kasi, this goes into whatever facts may be discovered or ascertained by the panel, no? So, we would rather not comment on that. The Department of Justice convened for this fact-finding panel for the precise reason of investigating what really transpired during the period of May 11 to May 14. So, we'll let them do their own job. Okay, so we'd rather not preempt any findings. We'd rather not preclude them from what they may say on their own competence. Okay? So yun lang po muna.
Sir,
Last question, please.
what is the position of the government or reaction from the government dun po sa apela ni Senator De La Rosa na sana huwag siya isuko ni Pangulong Marcos sa ICC at protektahan siya bilang Pilipino po?
Alam niyo po, okay, the Philippines is a sovereign state. Right? That is the reason why it was able to enter into treaties in the first place. That is the reason why it chooses to uphold the obligations it had in that treaty, okay, in the Rome Statute. We were a member of the ICC being an internationally recognized court, not a foreign court, just to be clear, internationally recognized court. So lahat po ng ginagawa natin ngayon is in the exercise of our absolute sovereignty, not the other way around, just to be clear. Okay, thank you. Sige, one last.
Sir, kung hindi pwede mag-apply ng HDO dahil sabi nyo walang existing case, as you said earlier, possible ba na mag-apply ang government ng Interpol Red Notice for him? Pwede ba yun?
As far as I know, there is an application for an Interpol Red Notice. Of course, I mean, that is a remedy available to us, syempre. Diba? There is one.
Sir, to clarify, ito na talaga. So, ang HDO, applicable lang sa cases dito?
Applicable lang sa cases dito kasi korte lang ng Pilipinas ang po pwede mag-issue.
Okay.
Yun lang naman yung naging issue kasi, of course, the HDO cannot be enforced anywhere else. Okay, as opposed to an ICC warrant na international warrant. Thank you for your time.